On Friday, dueling congressional delegations attempted to frame the U.S.'s latest border crisis.
Right across the river, we heard coyotes, human smugglers, saying, "We're coming."
Republicans have been using social media to bolster their narrative of a free-for-all being taken advantage of by traffickers and undocumented migrants.
We have an upside-down border policy in America. What do I mean? We have open borders on the southern border. There's no doubt. And by the way, the people coming in who are released immediately almost, they're not tested at all. Open borders, no testing for COVID.
But in fact, President Biden has retained the most draconian of Donald Trump's migration policies for asylum seekers in violation of domestic and international humanitarian law. Only unaccompanied children and, in the last month, parents with children under 7 are being allowed to claim asylum. Migrant rights groups say this is the reason why families faced with the uncertainty of homelessness in dangerous Mexican border towns are choosing to send their teenage children across the border unaccompanied in the hope that at least they will find safety. When asylum seekers are released, those not sent to government-run refugee facilities are sent to border cities like McAllen, Texas. The refugees released here have to rely on a local Catholic charity, which gives them a COVID test in that tent over there, and then helps reunite them with their family members in the U.S. The Democratic Party congressional delegation said the fault lay with Donald Trump.
We need to be clear about something. President Biden inherited a situation where the previous administration had sought to dismantle the infrastructure for processing asylum seekers and settling asylum seekers in the United States.
The reality is more complex.
Unfortunately, us here on the border have to bear witness to multiple administrations making the decision that it's more important to militarize the border with drones and more money for vehicles and the border wall, instead of actually funding humane ways to welcome people to the United States. President
Biden has vowed to act swiftly to resolve the overcrowding at the border, though at his press conference on Thursday, he suggested his main strategy was pressuring Mexico to take in more asylum seekers. But migrant rights groups say the short-term solution is to flood the border with resources to process refugees and to meet the U.S.'s legal humanitarian obligations and give all migrants due process. Shihab, Rattansi, Jazeera, McAllen, Texas.